10 years ago, I get a call from a guy named Mike, and he says, hey, Matthew, we're all big fans. My league's a big fan of yours, and we'd love you to come by our draft and hang out. You can just kind of critique the picks, and just, give your analysis and that kind of stuff. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, it's in New York on this date. And I'm just like, listen, Mike, I don't know this guy from a hole wall, right? I'm like, listen, Mike, I'm flattered. I really am. I appreciate it. But, just don't go to random people's leagues and hang out for 3.5 hours. I'm sorry, And he goes, well, it's for Jay-Z's league. When do you need me? What are the directions? What am I wearing? I mean, and so the guy, Mike, that was asking me to be in the league is a guy named Mike Kaiser, who's the president of Atlantic Record. So he's very close friends with Jay and has been for 20 years. And so, I've just sort of, I've gone to that draft for 10 years. So when I'm at the draft, I'm kind of like a community property, if you will. And so there'll be times where Jay will call me over and ask me for some advice, or Mike Kaiser. Chris Paul is in that league. Wow. Irv Gotti from Murder Inc., he's in that league. Jesse Itzler, who's one of the co-owners of the Atlanta Hawks, he's in that league. Steve Stout from United Masters and Translation, he's in that league. Like Kevin Lyles, who 300 Entertainment, former president of Def Jam, he's in that league. Like it's all
yeah.
It's all, I mean, it's legends back and forth. Juan Perez, the president of Rock Nation Sports, he's in that league. Like it's all legends. So I'll just sort of pop around and people will, hey, Barry, I'm thinking about these two guys who will say. So I give, Jay advice in that sense. He's a really good player. Last year he won the championship. He's in the playoffs this year. Doesn't really need my help.